are glad that you choose our company. So can we know your specific requirements for the model first, please?
Yeah, hi, just about myself first. So I currently live in the UK. So I just got to know the League of Legends game from one of my friends, and I find it's really interesting for me. But I just a newbie, so everything is so complicated to me. That's why I would like to know which strategy should I use in the game to win. Moreover, I acknowledge that the esports betting is illegal in Singapore. However, in UK where I live, it is legal. Therefore, I want the model to predict the results of the game so I can do the in-play betting and get some profit for myself, shouldn't just play the game for fun.
Oh, okay. I got your requirements and I will discuss with my team and we will get back to you in 3 days for a briefing about our model, okay?
Yeah, sure, no problems. Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay.
3 days later.
Hi, I'm ready. So really looking forward to hearing from you guys.
Okay. Hi, good morning. We have received your request last time, and in order to satisfy all your needs, we have found our best analyst in the company to serve you. So let me start by introducing our best team members to you, and then they will tell you more details about our projects in their area of expertise, okay? Yeah, they are Sun Zihao, Zhou Shen, Zhang Henggao, Wang Chengfen, and Miwan Jiaoyan. As you are a new player of this game, which I heard from you last time, and so before illustrating our model, I will briefly explain how this game works first. As you can see in this picture, the map is divided into 2 parts, which means there are 2 teams and each with 5 players. And basically, it's a turret pushing game where the goal is to protect our home, which we call the Nexus. And you can see in the picture we have blue Nexus and red Nexus, which means 2 teams. And then we need to destroy the enemies. Yeah, that's our goal. And each of the players control a character, which we call the champions in the game. During a match, champions become more and more powerful by collecting experience points, earning goals, and using the go-to-Pershing items to defeat the opposing team. And there are many ways to get this goal in the game. For example, we push turrets, we kill opposite champions, we beat barons to get the extra gold and the extra experience, and so on. Data I mentioned before have a deeply influence on the win and loss of the game. So based on that, we collect all this kind of data to build our model. So after my explanation, I'm sure you know enough about this game. And then for the detail about the data collection of our model, now let's welcome Zhou Shen to introduce this part deeply to you.
Thank you, Wan Jiaoyan. So now I will discuss the model that we will build, the method we used, as well as the data collection process. Based on the intrinsic fact that we are predicting a binary result, the win or lose for a League of Legends game, we will use logic regression to form our model. Logistic regression is a widely used, well-understood, and often well-performing supervised learning technique. In logistic regression, the conditional probability of the dependent variable is modeled as a logically transformed multiple linear regression of the explanatory variables. What you will have to know is that the model we will be using always performs good on binary questions. Then it comes to our data. In our experiment, a total of 2,611 games among 114 teams collected from League of Legends Pro League between October 2012 and October 2021 are used. Just as my colleague Jiaoyan has introduced to you, the result of one game can be influenced by over 100 factors, even including the number of audience and the weather on the match day. So it's very necessary to only pick the matter factors. So after careful selection, 13 types of the game data are collected in our dataset. 7 types of data are used after data wrangling, containing duration, Q difference, gold difference, turret difference, dragon difference, baron difference, and the winner. We will randomly use 80% of our data to train the model and do tests on the rest of it. Then you will use the model to do the betting. So if you are satisfied with what we have just said, we will start to work on the model and send it to you in 1 week.
Oh, that's also interesting. And yes, I'm more than satisfied with the models. Really hope that the model can help me earn some money. Thank you.
1 week later.
Good morning, everyone. I hope we already got the result of the League of Legends predictive model. So let's discuss about it. So let's start with Hengao, please.
So I have built the logic tree model based on what we discussed with 80% of the data. In the data frame, we first set the blue team and red team of every game as 0 and 1 representatively, and then use 0 or 1 to show the final winner. Secondly, we put various game data into consideration and use the difference between data of two teams as variables. Finally, we use the logistic regression to show the influence from variables to the game result. And here is the regression result. From the result of regression, we can clearly see that these variables are able to explain 92% of the victory reason. The p-value of kill difference, turret difference, and gold difference is smaller than 0.01, which shows that these three variables are significant. The p-value of Baron difference and Dragon difference are all smaller than 0.1 but larger than the former three, which means that they are not effective as former three in the regression. The coefficient of these variables shows that the kill difference, turret difference, and gold difference are positive to win the game, but the Baron difference and Dragon difference are slightly negative to the victory. Using the remaining 20% data to test the accuracy of the model to predict the game results, we accurately predict 97.3% of the total 523 games, and it's a very positive number. Now pass to Chen Fan. She will talk about the model improvement.
Thank you, Hengao. So after the model is properly constructed, our team considers using the task we have learned to fix the potential problems. Due to LOL game characteristics, the factors we choose naturally correlate to each other. We introduce multicollinearity. You know, it happens when the explanatory variables are very highly correlated with each other. Firstly, the correlation among each other factor is calculated. This is a matrix of correlations between these 6 independent variables you could refer to. It could be observed that gold has a strong correlation with turret and Q, which is 89% and 91% respectively. These two are the most important methods to obtain gold in this game. Baron and turret also have high correlation coefficient of 73% because Baron enhances the efficiency of pushing turrets. Now, we want to know how the variance is explained by fewer features rather than the 6 features we use to predict the outcome of the game. To this extent, we did principal component analysis to see how many features we could simply of the data while retaining the most of the variance. Secondly, each piece's explained variance ratio is calculated as we would like to figure out how many pieces to use in this model. The plot here shows the cumulative explained variance has reached 97% by using 4 pieces. Refer to the logic regression model, except PC2, PC1, PC3, and PC4 have 0 p-values, which are very promising. Compared to our original model, the accuracy of our logic after using PCA is 97.51%. Obviously, it increases a little bit after using this method. Now I will pass to Zihao. She will tell you how to improve our model.
Okay, thanks, Chen Fan. So now I will discuss the next potential problem that we could face in our model, which is the wrong functional form. So in the first place, we assume our model to be linear, and it might not be true. So to deal with this, I used the Ramsey reset test to check if there is any misspecification of the functional form. So the p-value of the test is 0.0133, which suggests that it is potentially a wrong functional form. To deal with this, we introduce the squared and cubic terms into the regression of each independent variables. So the result of the p-values after this process is shown in this table. You could see that the p-values of the three factors, Q difference, dragon difference, and gold difference improve significantly, which possibly suggests that the additional terms have the explanatory power. So then we compare the predicting power of the model after adding each of the additional terms. The result shows that the accuracy improved from the 97.3%, which we calculated before, to the 98.3%, 98.9%, and 98.5%, respectively for the Q difference, dragon difference, and gold difference. So even though we have adopted different methods to improve our model, it is impossible to describe a 30 to 40 minutes game using only one regression equation, then delivering the prediction. So our model has some limitations and further extensions to be considered. As for the limitation, the data our team collected and used to formulate the model describe what happened after the game finished, as the real-time data is not available for us to train the model. However, based on the experience of playing the LOL game, what happens in the first 14 to 20 minutes could largely tell who is the final winner is. So it is logically assumed that the predict model still works if the real-time data is used. Then as for the model extension, based on the LOL's attribute, it will be a good extension if we include the champion character. So we can introduce the data of the champion characters and assess how and to what extent choosing the different champions will affect the final game result. So this is all about the model. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for the effort you put in its model. I'm really happy with the results. I hope that the model will go well when the customer actually uses it. I will update customers' feedback with you guys soon. Thank you, guys.
I'm Zihao from the ZW company. Cannot wait to hear your feedback about how effective our model is. So basically, how do you feel about that?
Hi, hello, very nice to see you. So I used the model to predict 14 games of the quarterfinal for the World Championship competitions in 2021. By taking the data of the first 15 minutes after the game start and put them in the models, I got the results of 11 out of 14 matches correctly predicted. As I feel the model is kind of strong to predict the result of the entire game by using the data of the first 15 minutes. I'm very happy to use the model to predict the result and do the in-play betting for the semi-final and the final round of the competitions happening in the next few days. Yeah, I enjoy the model a lot and thank you guys for this masterpiece.
Oh, I see. I'm really happy to hear the promising result. So hope ZW will have another chance to provide the service to you in the future. Have a nice day and bye-bye.
Thank you, bye-bye.